one of the things I talk to so many people that are like, oh, well, our standard is you got to sell a home a month. Okay. So 12 months from now, John sold 9 homes. Are you firing him? Well, then it's not a standard.
Yeah.
Right? It's a suggestion at that point. So there's a saying that I love. It's expectations without enforcement are simply suggestions. Expectations without enforcement are simply suggestions. And most team leaders have a whole lot of suggestions, but they don't have any actual standards because they're not enforcing these expectations they've set for people. So on our team, like we have 2 sets of expectations. One is activity based, things like showing up to meetings, attending open houses, attending huddles, role plays, things like that. So there's certain numbers of, each activity that you have to complete. And those activities change as your production changes. So as you do more production, I have less expectations of you attending those things, right? Like if you're selling 5 homes a month, but I'm not going to bug you to get on, the role play call every day. Clearly, you know what you're doing. But if you haven't sold a home in 5 months, you better get your ass on that role play every single day, right? Yep. So the expectations align with the production, but we have very clear expectations. And if you're not showing up, then you're not going to be on this team, right? We'll put you on probation. We'll give you a month to turn it around. And if not, you're fired. And the beautiful thing is we never have to actually fire people. They just leave because they know they didn't hit the expectation. They got put on probation. They know they didn't do what they needed to. They usually just walk, which is great. So they can say like, you didn't fire me, I quit. Like, it's cool. It's fine with me. But we rarely even have the firing conversation because they already know. And then additionally, we have minimums for production. So now understand every market's different. I'm in San Diego. Our average price is like $800,000. So it's different here than if you're in like,
Wichita, Oklahoma.
Right, Oklahoma. Lawton, Oklahoma is going to be a little different. So for us, our minimum is you got to pen 2 deals in the first 6 months, right? To show you got it. We'll give you 6 months of rope. But if you can't pen at least 2 deals in the first 6 months, it's probably not for you. And then from that point on, it's 6 a year. And that if you sell 5, I will fire you. Like that's just what it is.
It's because it's a standard.
That is a true standard, right? Because we're actually enforcing the expectations. So that's the standard to be a part of our team is once after those first 6 months, you have to sell 6 homes a year. They just asked me today, right? They're like, hey, this girl, she missed the mark. We put her on probation. She didn't hit it. We love her. And it's like, I love you too. Bye. Yeah. Like, and we have to set that example too, because if we keep her around, everybody else sees we're keeping her around. They know she's not selling any houses. Mm-hmm. So if we keep her around, that's telling everybody it's okay to not be nice, but not sell houses.
What you just did is you lowered your standard from 6 to 5 is what happened. And the best one I heard on this was the only standards you have are the standards you enforce.
Yeah.
And if you don't enforce it, you don't have a standard, right? Like you said, you just have an expectation. You just have suggestion. I like the suggestion. That's exactly what it is. That's so good.
Yeah. So this girl, I love her. She's such a good culture fit, but dude, you can't perform. Sorry. What's funny is we do a meeting with our top agents every 2 weeks. I grab coffee with them and we'll segue into like the next point because it ties into this, but it's funny that one of the girls there mentioned at our coffee there today, she's like, my favorite thing you guys do is every quarter when you mention how many people we've offboarded, right? She's like, I love when you show that you offboarded 25 people. She's like, I absolutely love that. That's my favorite slide you show every quarter because she's up here. She doesn't want these people down here, right? That are dragging the company down, they're hurting the company's reputation, right? Because they're out there just willy-nilly, like, they're not top tier. Like they want to be associated with the top. That's why Compass does so well, right? Like Compass, people want to be there because the best agents are there and best agents want to be surrounded by other best agents, right? And we want that same thing here, right? We want to be known that that's where the best agents are is at Whissel. Like that's what we want. We don't want to be known that we have, the most agents. We want to be known that we have the best agents.
I love that. So you said something, what are you known for? And what do you want to be known for? And you better have the standards in place to enforce it if that's what you want to be known for. Or you're going to be known for the person that just gets ran over and doesn't hold the agents accountable and lets them just kind of do whatever they want. Do you want that reputation?
Ass offers is a pain in the ass when they're under contract with somebody. The deals are closing late, right? Like I don't want that reputation. I want the reputation when one of my agents calls and says, "Hey, John, it's Kyle over at Whissel Realty Group," immediately positive thought. Like
Yeah.
I want an immediate positive
Yeah.
connotation.
I want to
right?
work with this because I know this deal's going
Right.
to
Like,
happen.
oh, they're with Whissel. They know what they're doing. Like
Yeah.
that's what I want, right? I want to stand out from the next person that calls and they're like, "Who are you? What company?"
Yeah.
Right? Like, because that matters.